control other organisms, including humans. Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zoo's Hope outpost.
Exceptional, Commander. The fields will be down. We can go deal with this Thorian creature now.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship.
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
If that's the way it has to be, heck, come on, come on!
The colonists won't let you near the Thorian. They'd die first. You could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
What was that creature? It certainly wasn't human.
No hitting the colonists, even if the Thorian makes them fire on us.
It wants me to stop you, but I won't!
Invaders, your every step is a transgression.
I won't let you keep your thralls. Release them, now.
Your blood will feed the ground as you grow.
Command, there's some kind of growth here that is definitely different.
That hurt it. I can tell. A few more of those and it's in trouble.
I'm free. I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean.
I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind. I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon.
I've sent off the Ferris report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Don't bother.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. I'm Narcogen.
I'm Blackstar, and here we are for the next exciting adventure of, drumroll, Mass Effect. And we just finished off doing the entire long, stretched-out level of upstairs, downstairs, repeating, knocking plant things off of walls and such, and hopefully we'll find somebody else to continue on with that, and we'll do someplace else.
We cleared Ferros, which is a major location in the main plot, and that's kind of broken up into the Exogeny headquarters where you fight Geth, and then the Zoo's Hope colony where you do some side missions and you go underground and fight the. I've already forgotten its name. It's not Gravemind. It's the Thorian.
Yes.
So we're gonna take a break and do some relevant some side quests that are we've actually piled up a lot of side quests that we haven't done here in the assignment list.
Well, most of the other ones I've seen are go here, stare at that, click a button, and scan this. So I can't say they've been terribly compelling story.
I'm not saying it's not going to be that, but I'm saying that this one's going to bring in some characters that are very secondary, if not even tertiary or quaternary for Mass Effect 1, but become more important in the later games. And so it's better if we do them now, so that when when these people come into the plot later, it's not like they come from nowhere.
Gotcha.
So basically, we're going to the Sparta system in the Artemis Tau cluster to look for a missing recon team. This is a side mission that was given to us by General Kahoku, who's the guy who's standing on the stairs in the Citadel right before the council chamber. We basically, I think we overheard a conversation he was having about some missing Marines, and that's how we got this side mission.
Okay, Q300 joke in 3, 2, 1.
And also just like
this is Sparta.
Yeah,
Sorry, I couldn't.
This isn't Sparta. We're still at Pharos, but we're going to Sparta. But also like to point out the way that this is kind of still an RPG in the old school sense, in that the fact that we have this mission doesn't put anything on the map. So literally, if you want to know where to go, you have to read this. You have to just. I mean, it's a simple thing, and I kind of like it. You have to remember, okay, the Sparta system and the Artemis Tau cluster, because now we're going to go to the map, right?
And it doesn't tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. It flags on the map the major missions here. So for instance, we're on Pharos, and Pharos is in the Theseus system, and the Theseus system is in the Attic and Beta cluster. Novaria is flagged because that was a major mission. The Citadel is flagged because you go there a lot. Vermeer is the next major location in the main plot, so that's flagged. Asteroid X57, this here is the DLC, which I downloaded. But other than that, it doesn't really tell you much. There's all these other places to go, and there are systems there, and there are side missions and other things, and well, we haven't opened up a lot of this, but we have to know that, okay, if we want to do this particular mission, we need to, okay, there's Artemis Tau, and then inside here there's Sparta, but there are also 3 other systems. So let's travel to the cluster. And I'll just sweep through those other 3 systems to see if there are any of the collectible nonsense in there. Scannable stuff, extra points, resources.
Find a probe somewhere.
Yeah. I'd also just like to mention we actually got a copyright, not a strike, but a copyright notice on the last video.
On what?
Well, actually, it was a claim that came from an agency on Ingroove on behalf of an organization called Sonic Flux on behalf of an artist called The Cipher, and YouTube warns people to say that, well, if you don't recognize the name, lots of game developers use agencies to protect their content. But as it turns out, though, this is actually a rap hip-hop album called The Walking Dead LP, and there's a track on it called Mass Effect Intro, which uses audio from the game, particularly the portion where the Asari we rescue from the Thorian gives us the vision.
Wait a second. Let me get this straight. So in other words, a video game we're playing that we record to put up on YouTube as we give dialogue describing how we're playing the game was flagged by YouTube because an artist who has taken samples, quote-unquote, of the game footage and or sound effects that he's applied to his album is claiming that he owns the rights to it and that we don't have the right to actually post the video of the actual video game.
Well, sort of, but not exactly. Basically, it's an algorithm that just, because he contains this sampled content, the algorithm they use for YouTube matches and says these things are a match. And you have to go through the dispute process, which I've already started, to say that, oh, wait a minute, there is a reason for this match, and it's not because of that. And it's happened before, actually. A lot of the old Minecraft videos got flagged for some of the music I was using because it was classical recordings, and it will basically match different recordings of the same piece.
Where's the response for "bite me"? Is that the Y or is that X?
You don't get very far with that response.
Yes, that's
so,
why I
actually found the artist. I think it looks like the artist. I don't know whether he named himself after the character from the Matrix or actually from Mass Effect itself, because that's the portion where you get the Cipher, which is this collection of Prothean ancestral memory.
Wow.
So I think he's just a guy who's a fan of the game, and so he used some of that audio, and so the algorithm matches it, even though we got it from the original source like he did.
If he's posting those stuff on YouTube, that he's used sample of that for his work, why isn't YouTube flagging him for using stuff in the game, which is already copywritten?
Because BioWare and a lot of the other companies are not actively having agencies flag the stuff because
Wow.
they recognize that Let's Plays. I mean, some companies do. Like Nintendo is pretty bad about this. Konami is pretty bad about this. There are other developers that are trying to. Now, again, this is about monetization. I mean, we don't ever talk about this because basically, for the longest time, our channel was not monetized at all. Currently, I believe none of our videos are monetized, and the reason for that is, we're a small channel. I don't think that really has a place. I did turn on monetization for the entire channel, basically to get access to the scheduling feature, because if you're not monetized, you can't schedule videos for publication. You have to just make them go live, and it's better if our videos come on live in the afternoon US time. And the only way I can do that from this time zone is to either be awake in the middle of the night or turn on monetization.
Yeah.
So then what you do is you then turn off. Oh wow, this planet is named after a Miyazaki movie. It's Nausicaa.
Boy, everybody's just ripping off everybody.
I'm skipping over it, but just every planet in all of these systems usually has some kind of description. Some of them are short. Some of them are actually quite long, and they all have day length, radius, orbital period. It's a nice bit of world building. These things all have information about them.
Yeah, but as far as the flagging goes, it's like, I'm sorry, pot calling kettle, come in kettle.
Yeah. So I actually found the artist on Facebook, and I sent him a message and saying, "Hey, I think this is what happened. To see if maybe he can tell the agency, no, that's not my that's not my music. He's just sampling the same thing I sampled."
That would be nice.
It depends. Like I've had that happen to me before. Again, it was another artist who had sampled something from another game, and he was actually very cool about it, and the thing was dropped like immediately. Some of them take longer to process.
Oh, I think this is YouTube's fault. I don't think the artist is doing anything. I just think that this is the weird automated system that they have implemented for obvious reasons that is not working as intended.
They also have control on their end. Like YouTube will now kick it back to them, and they have a chance to either to remove the claim or to double down on it and say, no, we really think this is legitimate. And I think some of the agency are just they're doing that automatically. Like they're not reading what you say. They're just claiming as whatever they can. And now for us, it really doesn't make a big difference. What it means though is that that video would be monetized if I allow it, or even if I don't allow it, and it means that we could not. Now, I don't really have any interest in doing that. But on the other hand, I didn't like the idea that that video might be monetized. That hour and 10-minute video would be monetized because of the 1 minute of sampled audio.
Oh man.
So if I can get it cleared, I will. A lot of our early Minecraft videos actually have licensed music in it, where the terms were, as long as you're non-commercial, you don't have to pay for this license. But if you monetize it, the music agency gets a split. And I agreed with that because I liked a lot of the music we were using that time. I've since switched to Kevin MacLeod for most of the stuff for the Minecraft videos.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you don't have to you just have to credit him. Oh, here's something interesting to scan. Metallic asteroid.
Ooh. And if your hands were metal, that would mean something.
A 127 kilometer metal-rich asteroid.
Woohoo!
Have revealed several deposits of platinum. Yay! We're rich.
Woohoo!
Well, now stop saving the galaxy and retire.
Yes, totally. I find another rock somewhere to sit on, preferably with a beach.
Thin atmosphere of Krypton and Xenon. Well, that sounds fun.
I don't think Superman's going anytime soon.
It doesn't list it as a hazard, but I guess that's because we can't land dolls. All right, so that's most of it. There's actually one planet in the Macedon system that we could land on, but I want to do the mission first. The actual thing.
And they've got a really active theater community,
which is at least a two-parter. Now, of course, they also tell you basically just the system and the cluster. So we don't know where this is. Now we have to look for it.
Uh-oh. Where could it be?
This is it's a gas giant with a gas deposit of hydrogen, which is not really surprising at all. Small terrestrial with trace atmosphere of methane and argon, water ice.
Now, do you have to check all those little asteroids? Because I noticed those don't highlight very well.
No, but sometimes in the belt there's like a thing hidden, so you do have to kind of sweep over it, and sometimes there's nothing. All right, so I got the outer belt. There was nothing. Okay, see that? Did you see that?
I will in about 7 seconds.
If you look to the left of my crosshair and then up from the sun, you'll notice that there's an item in the inner belt that flashes periodically.
Is that it? It's
well,
blinky.
It's a thing. It's an unknown thing. So if you wait and just look at the screen, you don't actually have to sweep all the belts. You can just wait to see if something flashes.
Unknown.
Okay, asteroid cluster, a collection of small siliceous? I don't know how to say that.
Silici?
Loosely bound together by gravity, radius 12 kilometers. So that's a lot smaller. Also, nothing of interest. That was just like, yep, some asteroids. You found some asteroids in an asteroid belt.
Oh, look! Rocks!
Dwarf planet of light magnesium silicates with deposits of aluminum.
No. Those are little planets. They don't like to be called dwarfs.
Aluminum. Altair, is this it? No. We're not finding anything here. What did I skip? Did I miss anything? Edalus. Oh, I think it's this one.
Are you asking me?
Commander,
Here we go.
a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Okay, Edalus is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Deserts of silicate sand, areas of igneous rock, lots of wind, lots of debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant. High rate of meteor impacts. Exploration is highly dangerous.
Oh, joy.
So that course we're going to land on.
Of course.
Now we've been doing the latest stuff with Garrus and Rex. Do we want to swap out anybody?
Is anybody more bulletproof? I don't think we've played
No,
around.
these are the two better combat characters of the non-human races.
Yeah, because Ashley we haven't touched because she's a racist.
Yeah, Ashley we haven't, but she is the strongest pure combat character. You want to bring her along for once?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, she gets shot. I mean, the good thing is she's going to get shot at a lot.
Yeah.
Possibly die.
All right, so then of the other non-humans, who do we want here? Liara, Rex, Garrus, or Tali? Tali is all tech. Garrus is tech in combat. Rex is biotic in combat, and Liara is pure biotic.
I want to say we're going to need some tech. Why don't we take Rex, because he's like a tank.
Okay, but he's no tech. I mean, if we go Rex, we have no tech.
Do we need tech? Do we
need
tech?
No. I don't remember this mission is particularly. If we want tech, we got to go with either Garrus or Tali. Tali is all tech. Garrus is tech and combat.
All right, let's take Garrus. But see, he's a bullet sponge, so
Well, he's gonna get better. Again, it's kind of too bad we couldn't do the new game plus play up where everybody's all got the super duper gear.
Yeah,
but
Ashley, she's so used to be cute. Gonna poop out an RV.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, button issues again.
Just make sure you save your content.
Oh, and we've got to upgrade people because we haven't upgraded Ashley at all. I'm gonna do that auto. Okay, skip talents. That's fine. Garrus, we got one more point for Garrus.
Ooh, 1 whole point.
Melee damage, weapons damage, increases damage protection. That's what we'll give to Garrus. And Shepard is already leveled up, so we don't need that. Let's look at the map. Okay, so we got distress signal directly ahead. We've got debris in the mountains off to the right, and we've got an anomaly past that.
Remember, the map is not the territory.
Yeah, distress signals are always
Distressing?
are always traps, aren't they? I mean...
Usually.
Wow.
Help me! Help me! I'm not a vicious, marauding pirate. Honest!
So yeah, debris, they're not kidding. This stuff's basically raining rocks.
I'm waiting for sandworms to come out of the ground and swallow you whole.
See, that is probably going to happen. All right.
Really? I was kidding.
All right, so we got what looks like a downed. We got several bodies and a looks like a disabled surface vehicle, and I'm guessing this little spinning thing is the
beacon.
Beacon itself, yeah. But of course, this definitely looks like an area where they would put in a sandworm.
Oh, it's a little too open to me.
Yeah.
What do you wait for? There's nothing to fear here. That's what scares me.
So
I guess we're...
circle around. Oh, it says Alliance Marines. Well, okay, so... there we go. Yep. Predictable.
Well, you know, it's a big, wide open space with dead things in it. Boy, I hate being right all the time.
No, come on, move.
Yeah, it's just going to be a little harder bringing home the beacon.
And they make the timing on his attacks just far enough apart so you basically can't get 2 cannon shots on him. And the vehicle never gets any upgrades, so you never, like, you know, and see, if you just get unlucky, once, with this thing coming up right underneath you, and that's pretty much
right in front of you. I knew that was going to happen. What's the range on that thing? Now, you know what's funny?
Cannon?
I would have actually thought that you'd want to head exactly to where he was on the theory that he wouldn't go exactly where he was again. And he just did that.
Oh, I think I got him. Oh, no, wait.
Did you
No,
get him?
no, oh, actually, he just did reappear exactly in the same place.
Yeah.
I think your theory is wrong.
No. That's what I mean. I wouldn't have expected him to do that, and that's exactly what he did. He came up in the same spot exactly twice.
Okay. Alright, so now that's taken care of.
So don't head right to where he was.
I'm on my way.
He might still be there.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress.
That's what they used to say in the Navy. If you were getting bombarded from shells, they always used to say, go towards where the shells landed. The likelihood of him ever hitting that exact same spot again is like nil.
So in Garrus's opinion, this beacon was not planted here by the men. The men came here like we did because of the beacon, and
it's a
were
trap.
killed by the worm. And you know, I'm not sure that makes a lot of sense to me because I don't think Thresher Maws are that intelligent. So the Thresher Maw didn't poop out a beacon.
Yeah, but somebody else who
I
probably
guess
thought the worm was there did it
Right.
as a trap to somebody
Right.
else, though. So that I find possible. So what does the beacon say?
Oh, I don't think the beacon is anything you can interact with. I'll go check.
Well, damn it,
No.
these people died for, and I had to kill a worm for it. It
No.
better have something other than eat at Joe's.
No, I think the idea here basically is that you just need to tell the guy what happened to his men, and then that opens up the next step. But before we do that, let's... Oh, darn it, hitting the wrong button again.
Can't check their vehicle?
I don't think so.
Maybe they left some cigarettes?
Let me try.
Something in the glove box?
I mean, usually if there's something you can interact with, it highlights it with that little target thing, like it did with the bodies. No. Nope. Nothing.
Nothing. Just funny because I just watched The Silent Earth.
Speaking of which, have you been paying attention to the Kickstarter? Darn it,
I heard about it, but I haven't followed any more from it. I'm kind of waiting for the release date.
All right, so let's go over here.
Is there news?
Well, I think they reached their major funding goal, and they were just doing stretch goals
I thought
to.
They totally surpassed it you know, they...
Well, they had stretch goals to do more episodes. And I understand, I think this is going to be, it's going to be like an all-new cast. I think they had, what, Felicia Day is in it, and who else?
Yes, Felicia. Go, Felicia.
So I'll definitely take a look at that. Although I gotta say, I mean, I'm without delving into the Joel versus Mike debate. I mean, I have liked a lot of the stuff that RiffTrax has done.
Mm-hmm.
But even those guys, I mean, those guys were not the original cast to start with.
No, I mean, being a wise ass is being a wise ass. So I mean, as long as the writing's there, that's what really counts. So.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, for instance, like, but the guy who did the second guy who did Crow's voice, who went over with Mike for RiffTrax, I like him. He's good. I think it's trying to remember his name now, and I can't.
Well, look it up and put it in the show notes.
There's something down here. What is it?
Oh,
Mummified Solarian.
Moving out.
Well, there's something you don't see every day.
No, you don't see a Mummified Solarian every day, especially not out here all by himself. ID tag. You found Captain Mylon's identification tag. How it ended up here is impossible to know for sure.
I take it he's not one of the minor characters that is going to come back later?
I don't know. Like, sometimes things like this connect to a larger thing, and sometimes it's just like, well, you found a weird thing somewhere, you know, and it's just... But to me, that just it helps give the impression of it being a large universe, you know? Like, not everything is supposed to connect.
It's a big, wide world, after all.
To something else, you know? Not everything connects to what you're doing. There are things going on that aren't related to you. And I like that.
It's just like real life, only in space.
By the way, have you seen Star Wars yet?
No, man. Everybody asks me that. That has got to be the number one question that everyone has asked me in the past 2 weeks.
Record some Battlefront footage, and then we'll do an episode where we talk about the movie over that.
Okay.
After you see the movie.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is that I apparently am terribly lucky because I have access to one of 7, supposedly, of the best theaters in the country for which to view it. And one of them is a particular IMAX theater in Reading that has a 4K laser projector.
Oh.
So I am endeavoring to try and get tickets for that, but of course every day I've picked so far, this being so close to Christmas vacation, is completely sold out. So, being the patient individual I am, I simply was going to wait it out. But apparently the rest of society as a whole, and pretty much most of my geek friends, are all asking and screaming and wondering, have you seen it yet? Have you seen it yet? Have you seen it yet? And the answer, sadly, as of this recording, is no. I do plan on it. I am looking somewhat forward to it. All the reviews have been very positive. So I want to partake of the best opportunity to view it. And hence I think this place is it. However, it's currently unavailable. So I think I may wait, as opposed to going to a less quality you know, less experienced theater and not have the same experience with it.
Cryo explosive grenades 5, cryo rounds 6, rail extension 6. Now, this I always thought was a little bit weird. Like, I mean, this thing looks like an old style, you know, probe, right? And it's obviously not a manned vehicle. And for some reason, it contains ammunition and weapon upgrades. I mean, that is just... that is weird. I mean, it would make more sense if it was just recoverable as components or raw materials that you could turn into something if there was a real crafting. But the game doesn't have crafting; it has upgrades, which is something else.
It looks like a still. It looks like somebody slapped beer kegs together and Sputnik.
And it looks like there's minerals this way. So I'll grab that before I take off. I don't think there's anything else of a huge amount of interest here.
Well, I don't know. Just over this ridge, there's a massively impressive stretch of sand.
Oh, looks like somebody already... Oh, okay, is that... Wow. I thought it was a structure at first, but I guess it's just a rock.
Brand, God put their rock there for a purpose, and I don't think you should move it.
Deposit of lithium. Okay.
Great, we can make batteries.
Or antidepressants.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. We can mellow out some teens.
Let's see.
From the size of that rock, 2 or 3.
All right. Well, and like, we could go searching. There might be other minor stuff here, but I'm okay with not doing that. Do you want to land on the other planet, or you just want to go talk to General What's-His-Face?
Well, is there anything of any deep significance as far as accelerating the plot and/or story?
Probably not. It's probably more the same of what we just did, which is like
we talk to the
some
General.
minerals and some probes and maybe
Probing
a
minerals.
thing, but probably not.
Yeah, let's go talk to the General and say what's up. I mean, we gotta stop Saren.
Oh.
Yes.
In Mass Effect 2, there's more of a premium on making sure you're kind of completionist about doing all of that stuff.
Really?
Just because
Please tell me they don't have to be in order.
It's for money. I mean, like you have to collect resources to gain money, and that's how you do your upgrades.
Ooh. So we're buying weapons again every round?
Yeah.
Oh God, no. What is this, Counter-Strike?
Well, you get to keep them. You know, you don't have to start over. It's a full deck, and he's not afraid to play with it. All right, so yeah, I need to upgrade Liara. So basically, what it is that like characters don't only level up when you use them. Like characters you're not playing with accumulate points as you level up your party. So even if you play the whole game without touching a character and then come right to the end and pick somebody, you just have a massive number of points to throw at that character.
Massive effective points.
So let's see. I will just go for the easy bonuses here. So Barrier has a bonus there. Throw has one here.
No Singularity?
Singularity is good. I gotta admit. Yeah, I tell you what, we'll pump all the rest into Singularity. It's not enough to get to the bonus, but the next one will.
Well, it's just we haven't done anything into that, and I figured, hey, we gotta do it sometime.
Alright, Tally, pistols, and that unlocks shotguns. And let's see, 3. Can I get a bonus to 3? No, I got it. So we'll do the same thing. We'll get shotguns.
We'll get a bonus for first aid, you think? Jeez. Get a box of band-aids.
Okay. I should probably also check stuff like equipment.
You should probably save too.
Well, you know, you save when you arrive and leave various locations. So
we did arrive.
With all this exploration of Prothean culture, this must be like a survey for you, Liara.
Our travels now are somewhat different from my normal excavations. I would prefer lengthier studies and fewer explosions.
Yes, most of the technology I had hoped to bring back to the flotilla has subsequently attempted to kill us.
Okay, and now we need to head over to where the council chambers are.
He gets past Sharper Image.
No, where is this guy? Yeah, there he is. Rear Admiral Kahoku.
Commander, any word on my missing men?
I'm not sure how to tell you this, Admiral. Your men were killed by a Thresher Maw.
A Thresher Maw? That's not... My men wouldn't
They're
just
dead.
stumble into a Thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the Thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
Anything you need from me?
Not right now, Shepard, but I'll let you know as soon as I find something out.
Oh, and I leveled up for that. So now I'll get those bonuses I just missed out on. Alright, so yeah, so now Liara gets her Singularity. And Tali gets her shotgun bonus. And Shepard gets 2 points. Let's see.
Crackerjack prize.
You know what? I can max out my health. And damage resistance.
Do it now.
Okay. And so actually what it turns out is that he's going to have more for us to do as soon as we get back to the ship.
After years of poor economic performance, Exogeny has announced that its research colony on Pharos is finally returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for Exogeny. Exogeny stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
Wow, and we didn't get a mention at all. So that also goes on. Like you get elevator news updates on missions you've completed there. So
in sad news, this horrible team was sent to their deaths by a beacon.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
You could sit relieved if you gave him a chair. Making this old guy stand up all day. It's cruel and unusual punishment.
Gotta love the auto-relieving feature. Oh, I feel so relieved.
Okay, so I think...
Why couldn't they just put the ramp directly in front? I don't understand that.
Nothing popped up yet. We probably have to depart.
Either that or we forgot to do something.
Well, I can kind of cheat because I know where we have to go next.
I have a feeling.
It's not here, but it's nearby. So I tell you what, I will just do this to initiate somewhere, and we'll see if we get the announcement.
Why don't we just find another galaxy to live in?
Oh, well, that's what Mass Effect 4 is.
Oh, spoiler alert.
We already know. It's called Mass Effect Andromeda. So the whole point is that it takes place in another galaxy. Although, the way this series ends, I don't know how we get there.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over secure channel.
Gene Roddenberry wasn't producing, was he?
This is Admiral Gahoku. I found out who set that trap for my men. The ones killed by the Thresher Moor. Damn, I hope you get this message. It was a group called Cerberus. An Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier.
Really?
I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you. This is probably the last you'll hear from me. Cerberus is after me now. I need to disappear before they find me.
Okay, so...
I think they're led by a doctor. Dr. Halsey.
Alright. Let's go to... Okay, I think I need to actually go to the journal again and look for the... Okay, so it is the entry assigned for Cerberus. Investigate the Yangtze system in the Voyager cluster and investigate Cerberus activities on Binthu. Okay.
Is that investigate the Yangtze Qian?
Okay, so Voyager cluster, Yangtze system.
I'm gonna go to the Yahtzee system.
Not enough punctuation. Binthu.
Gesundheit.
Binthu has an atmosphere of carbon dioxide with a permanent haze of toxic chlorine and clouds of sulfur dioxide that periodically drop torrents of acidic rain.
It's planet Los Angeles.
Its crust is mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of calcium. Hear about that other words with a crust is composed mostly of Mentos and is a sea of Coca-Cola. Like most worlds in the Voyager cluster been through, has only been charted in the last 20 years by Alliance surveyors. No known ecology. Data is surprisingly brief and generic, painting a picture of an unpleasant and uninteresting place. Well, that means, of course, we're going to land on it.
Oh, of course. So are we going to visit Planet Freshmaker or no?
Okay, now this is going to be combat.
A loading screen. Yeah,
it's going to be combat. So I think
it'd be funny if they actually made the loading scene combat. Just for a change of pace.
I think I'll go with Ashley and let's see, and Rex. I think
just because.
I think among the only achievements I don't have for this game is that there are individual achievements for each one of the characters for finishing the game. Excuse me, using them most of the time.
Oh, really?
And so, for instance, I do not have those achievements for Ashley and Caden, and I never will.
Nope.
And I think even Tali and Liara I don't have. I think I definitely have Rex and Garrus, and I might have Liara, but I'm not sure. I'd have to check.
Well, they're your go-tos. So.
Yeah, exactly. But it also means that if you use them in pairs and picked a pair and played through the whole game, that still means you have to play through the game 3 times minimum just to get those. I actually have played through this game that many times, but I just can't bring myself to choose those characters enough to get the achievements. I still end up going back to Rex and Garrus. And
racist.
All right, let's see. Okay, sniper, and let's see. Assault rifle, I guess. Actually, Rex can use a sniper too, but he's untrained on it. I don't know what the result of that would be.
He's gonna miss a lot.
Oh, we need to do some upgrades. So Ashley has a point. Let's put it into fitness. Give her more health. And Rex has 2 points. It's still not enough for any bonus. Let's give it to combat armor. Okay. Map. Alright, so what do we got here? We got research facility, anomaly, research facility, and debris.
I'm saying we should try one of the research facilities.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, why don't we turn around, we'll go south to this one, and then we'll go around counterclock.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
Well, at least there's no asteroids or lava.
Boom, the night is young. Now, what was that little question mark next to our current destination?
I think that's another anomaly, so that probably either means like a crashed probe or possibly mineral deposit or something like that.
Or a baited trap.
Or, yeah, turrets. Rocket turrets.
Because, rockets. Somebody really doesn't want us over there.
Alright, that's those guys taken care of. Let's go over and check out the anomaly before we go into the research facility. Oh! Whoa! Now, we found one of these a while ago, didn't we? Or something like it? Some other alien artifact thing?
Did we?
I think so. I think on one of the planets we found like a platform or something. Oh, no, I don't want to do that.
I remember something near the monkeys, but
it was a sphere. Remember there was like a platform with a sphere on it.
Yeah, it wasn't a pyramid. It was it was a weird roundy thing. This is about as anti-roundy as you can get. Can you go inside?
No, but we can walk up it.
Well,
Prothean. It's a Prothean pyramid.
Because pyramid power.
Prothean data disk. There are a few children's toys and some ragged clothes stuffed inside the top of this monument, along with the Prothean data disk. Oh, so it's like a time capsule or something. That's a weird place for that kind of thing. Yeah,
Do you remember seeing that before? Yeah.
You know, I don't know if I remember finding. I mean, I found Prothean data disks. There might even be an achievement for getting them all, so probably I have gotten that before.
I'm the king of the Protheans. Okay, let's go see why people are shooting at us. Because, you know, reasons.
En route.
Next you're going to say we got flagged on YouTube because of the cannon fire. I'm sorry, Ashley Williams' voice has been heard in other places.
Now, so this looks familiar, of course, because a lot of the interiors look the same.
Just the lighting's different. And the rust spots.
Stinger 6, Striker 6. Oop.
I feel sorry for anybody that's coming back to that, wondering where their stuff went.
I thought it was a cutscene. Oh, what the heck is that noise?
Did the lights go out?
That's not...
Or did the camera just go through the locker?
I think the camera clipped through a character, and that was what did it. But now I'm hearing noise that sounds like Rachni.
That's probably Rachni?
Could be Rachni.
I could be wrong.
Oh, yeah, that's Rachni. There's Rachni behind that shield there.
Oh, great.
Diagnostic station.
What's he doing here?
Technician kit.
Is he pretty self-contained, or is he accidentally going to get let out?
Oh, Cerberus Commando. Okay, so here's somebody. I guess we're going to need some closer range weapons.
Wow, they don't seem very secretive if they're going to be screaming, "I will destroy you!" before they destroy you.
Let's see.
Kind of dramatic foreshadowing.
Immunity? Warp?
I don't know, whatever anti-destroy you've got.
Shield boost.
It's not a good idea to screen your intentions if you're a secret Black Ops. So you said. Oh, so much for the destroying. Wow, these unfortunately have very one-track minds.
Ugh. Damn biotic abilities, man. Okay, I think the other dot on the radar is just the Rachni. Oh,
no, there's one left. There we go.
Yeah, there's something on the opposite side of this as well. Probably another soldier.
She will destroy you!
Yeah, there.
Because you know reasons! I love it how all your guys just walk into your line of fire.
Well, it is an issue.
Ugh. Please tell me they fix that.
I can't say for certain that I know that it definitely was fixed. I can't say that.
You'd think that would be a super prime reason in especially a combat-heavy game such as this, or any other for that matter.
Oh, wow. Her gear is crap. And her armor is crap.
But she will destroy you! Well, it's not like you've ever played with her.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't bother giving her any decent gear at all.
That's why we want her.
I just
point.
noticed that her shields were ridiculously low because she had the rank 1 armor that had no shield points, and so I just gave her one that has 200.
Nice.
Let's see. Yeah, see, Phoenix 1 is what she was wearing.
See, that's the thing when you're part of a super secret military ops team.
Right. Okay. So now Ashley has 3 shield bars instead of 1.
Oh, it's definitely an improvement, but still.
Oh yeah. So that was
Wow. Wait a minute. Is Ashley actually higher than Rex right now? That's weird.
You've eliminated the threat at this facility. Continue to one of the other nearby labs. So yeah, I guess clicking any of the diagnostic stations anywhere around the room, do nothing except open the shield.
Well, yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
Well, that was why I didn't touch it until we'd gone all the way around.
Well, here's my question:
make sure I'm not missing
if you
any
were
loot.
to release it ahead of time, would it go after the commandos? Would the commandos have to deal with it, or would they all go after you?
I don't know. That's a good question. Why don't we try that at the next place and see what happens?
See what happens. Yeah, right after they scream, they will destroy you. What is that? Is that stairs going down? Right there.
No, I don't think it's anything.
Is this piping?
If I look at the map, that's the way out. Actually, does look like there's something.
I think there's pipes under the floor on those corners, and it just looks from that angle like there may be some access.
So this is the way we came in.
Yeah.
Right. But that means there should be some other rooms. At least there are on the map.
Yeah, no, we're heading. Yeah, we want to head back. There we go. Yeah, see the ladders? There seem to be ladders in the corners there.
The game doesn't really have ladders.
No, but that's what they look like.
But this,
just stacked
I think this
boxes,
door doesn't. This door doesn't open for whatever reason. Don't know if it's bugged or whether. Oh, maybe this opens it.
Looks like Cerberus has other bases on this world, Commander.
Okay, so we did that, the pyramid and the research facility. Let's go over here to the next one. So as long as there aren't any serious obstacles, driving this thing around can be fun. But dealing with doors and things in the way and crates.
And getting shot at every 5 seconds.
Yeah, and getting shot at. Uranium. Who's uranium?
Uranium. Surprised they didn't call it my uranium.
Large positive uranium.
So if I sit down in front of your computer, does that become my desktop? Microsoft seems to think so.
Whoa, whoa!
Oh no, this atmosphere acts on the brain like alcohol!
I better not take the helmet off then.
Nope. What helmet?
I'm wearing a helmet.
I'm not. Ricola! My god, there's soccer teams laying all over the place. Wow, those rockets instantly turned exactly where you were firing from. That's pretty fast. Not exactly what I'd call immersive. Now, if this vehicle actually behaved like this in real life, I think they would really want to fix that. Do you know what I mean?
Well, they did get rid of the vehicle in the later games, and by Mass Effect 3, they replaced it with something else.
Hopefully not as unwieldy.
No. Nowhere near as unwieldy.
Rusty Corridor number 298. It's amazing how none of these places actually look like a nice place to live.
Yeah, also notice that like we didn't go down, but I guess all of these structures are essentially underground. But again, it allows them to have a very small surface footprint, and then to use these kind of generic underground windowed corridors everywhere, no matter. All right, well, I can already see lots of stuff moving on the radar in here. Oh, okay. All right, well, that's a little different. So there's stuff moving inside the shields. I think they're probably husks.
So, okay. So here's the question. If there are any bad guys in here, and we release them and run away down the hallway and close the door, will the other guys have to deal with them?
I'm guessing they're going to follow us. One thing this game does not really have is it does not have a stealth mechanic, really, to speak of. It has cover, but there really isn't anything in the way of stealth.
So can we trigger that and run through the door and close it?
Well, I think what I want to do is I want to trigger the other enemies first.
Okay.
Because I think basically if I undo the shield now, they're just going to run straight at me, and these other enemies, if they're here, won't even be activated, like this guy around the corner. I think. Okay, so now I trigger him. Oh, jeez, I get knocked down immediately.
Well, you know, psi abilities.
Not now, Shepard.
All right, so now I'm running away. And Garrus.
Now, are they going to beam to you, or do they have to run?
I'm going to tell them to come back here. Rex followed me, but Ashley didn't, because Ashley sees a target, I guess.
Yeah, it's okay. We don't need Ashley.
And I'm actually far enough away I could use a sniper, so let's see. Ashley, come on.
Yeah,
come here.
I think Rex is standing in the way, though. Just shoot her in the ass. She'll get the picture.
Okay, there we go.
Apparently, Ashley's not got the message.
Somebody has a rocket launcher.
There we go.
Oh, Ashley got her butt kicked there. She's almost dead.
That's okay. We won't miss her.
Well, they can't be killed in combat. They can only be knocked down. So I think the room cleared itself.
Let's find out.
Yeah,
well,
I don't see any.
Feeling much better.
There's nothing on the radar here anymore. Oh, wait. Nope. Spoke too soon. Oh, come on. Area of effect on these biotic attacks is silly. Okay. Looks like there's still somebody else either in another room or hiding behind something. Yeah, he's a guy hiding behind that thing there.
Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Grenade opportunity?
Oop. There was no sign of Kahako among the corpses. He must be at the other lab. So somehow the general supposedly
this is my kind of mission.
Beat us out here. I don't know how that was supposed to have happened.
Going from base to base?
But he was talking about, oh, there we go, level 6 armor for Quarian, level 6 armor for Turian. That might be good upgrades for Tali and Garrus. Phoenix, immediate. Oh, and 6 level armor Krogan. and a better Omni tool. All right.
What's not to love?
Okay, so I guess first let's look at the Krogan armor. Oh yeah, this is much better. Better shields, better tech biotic, slightly lower damage protection. Maybe I can compensate for that with upgrades. Oh, but it's pink. Well,
hey, Krogan wearing pink. He ain't afraid of nothing.
Okay, 14% damage protection, 12% shields. It's already good on shields. I think I'll use this. And Omni Tool. Yeah, Chameleon Tool 6. No shield bonus, no med recharge bonus, but a good tech cooldown bonus. But I'm not using my tech abilities that much, so those things might be more useful. Alright, we'll look at that later. Yeah, it looks like all of these stations just open the shields. None of the other ones seem to do anything. But there are lots of containers. Oh, come on.
Oh, it doesn't open?
It says I missed it, but I really don't feel I did. Oh, it's just the same. It's a Chameleon Tool 7 as opposed to Chameleon Tool 6. I got 2 Omni Tools out of that.
Yeah, big difference.
Technician kit.
2 points. 2 whole points.
Blue Wire Tool 6. So I get yet another Omni Tool. Yeah, see, okay, so this one definitely is better. It's got the same shield and med recharge, but it has a better tech cooldown bonus. Take that. Wow, this thing is just full of Omni Tools. And more Krogan armor. Maybe I can get Rex something that's not pink.
We can only hope.
Looks like it's exactly the same. Yep. I don't know, maybe they want to make sure you get the stuff instead of missing it, but like, I mean, if I had missed the encryption, I was just going to use the Omnigel to override it anyway, so there was no chance I was not getting this stuff. Human Armor 6, Chameleon Tool 6. Okay, so slightly better damage, worse shields, and more tech biotic. So if I can get a shield boost for this. Oh, and that's also pink. Yeah, shield bonus. Okay. Now I look like Ashley. And I think that's all the containers, finally. That was a lot.
I think everybody now is kind of like color coordinated.
It's a little like Destiny in the sense that, although it doesn't have any separate portions, though, but basically you're not allowed any purely fashion choices because ultimately you just get stuff that's so good you can't not wear it.
Yeah.
And so you're stuck with the way that looks. If you like it, great, but if you don't, and you know, you can use some slightly worse stuff if you want, but like you're not going to come back to a level 2 thing just because you like it.
Right.
It's just not worth it. Okay, last one. So, any other games show up on your radar recently, or?
Well, to be honest, I haven't been perusing around very much. It's mainly been actually catching up on movies, and because part of a movie club, and I'm not exactly anywhere near in the competition range, but I do want to get my numbers up before the end of the year. But as far as that goes, no, it's basically been catching up on TV shows and other media. I haven't even played any of my Star Wars and my Alien yet, and I definitely have been, promising myself that I was going to set aside more time. I'm actually curious as to where No Man's Sky is as far as its...
yeah, they keep showing up in places and showing more or less the same stuff, and it still looks good. I know that, people get nervous when they see a lot of showing of the same stuff over and over again. They get to think, well, it's not coming out or something, but...
Or worse, that's all there is. There ain't no more.
I don't know. I wouldn't really have a problem if all they release is what they've shown. I think that's the kind of game that when it comes out, no matter what it includes, there are going to be people who are disappointed that it's only what we've seen so far.
Yeah, it's like, oh wait, there wasn't more to this? And,
Okay.
Anything for you jump out lately? You've been on vacation in Thailand for a while, so...
Yeah, still playing Fallout 4. I have not played much of it since vacation, and I haven't played it. The time we played Destiny for Sparrow Racing League earlier this week was the first time I touched that since Fallout 4 came out.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing that again anytime soon.
Alright, so,
Though I will take the strange coins.
What the heck is that? I really don't remember this.
That's probably a good thing. Makes it fresh.
Alright, so there's a dead body in there, which I assume it looks like it's the general. Or, excuse me, Admiral? Admiral. There's a rear Admiral, right?
Yep. And there's bugs.
They look like little... Geth armatures? Sort of? Kind of, I don't know what those are. They're not... The HUD is not labeling them for me, so I don't know.
They're the offspring of a once proud alien race. Let's destroy them.
Excuse me. I guess the trick here is to find out if there are other enemies in here as well.
Or to murder the species babies. Because, we can. Being the very diplomatic shepherd that we are.
I think that one red dot on the right-hand side, I think, is probably a guy who's on the other side of the shield here. Oh, yeah, okay, there he is.
Let me guess. He's bent for some destroying, possibly you?
Maybe.
I think he's going to knock you over on your buttocks, though.
Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh, come on! That is unhelpful, guys. Really unhelpful.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was in cover there, they couldn't see me.
And what do they do?
Yeah, they jumped
rush out there to
right
say
out.
Hi. Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
No sabotage. People have been using sabotage way too much lately.
Alright, one left.
Take him down.
I think that's all of them.
What about the one behind the box?
No, I already killed that guy.
There we go.
Okay, so for killing these things, I think I probably want, like, the assault rifle.
Not a grenade? Throw a grenade in there.
I don't think a grenade can go through the shield. You want me to try?
Hmm.
I kind of doubt that'll work.
Wasn't there something about energy and physical weapons or something?
I think Rex got in the way of the grenade. Oh.
He has that talent. Did he go through?
I'm not actually sure. No, it just kind of disappears, but it's actually still there. And then when I set them off, they're exploding on the shield itself.
Oh,
so
I
think that's not doing any good.
So the animation is bugged. It doesn't register colliding with it, but the explosion won't pass through it. So.
Oh, they're Rachni. They're little Rachni.
Oh, joy.
Rachni workers.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Yeah, Rear Admiral Kohoku. It's like, I just saw you. How did you get here so fast? You check for a pulse, but find none. Admiral Kohoku is dead. Despite the ferocity of the creatures he was sealed in with, there are no signs of trauma on his corpse. The needle marks on his arms suggest... What? So they assassinated him with drugs and then fed him to Rachni workers?
Try to cover up the evidence. No body, nothing to, autopsy. I don't know.
Yeah, let's get a closer look here. Focus.
So, do we gotta take his corpse back?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, diagnostic stations. It's like, alright, we found the Admiral, but what we really want to know is there any loot? Because... looks like no loot.
There's only one thing you can do with all dead. That's it. Go through his pockets and look for loose change.
Alright, now since he was the guy we got the mission from, and then he went missing, and now he turned up dead, I guess...
Does this count as completed?
Yeah, there were no other options. Like we were not gonna be able to save him. That's just not how it works. Wow, man, so many side missions. Okay, yeah, so that labels Cerberus as complete.
Maybe we should do like a montage where we just like show the arriving end bit of each one.
So we got missing researchers, collecting data disks, which we're doing. We've got 3 of them. There are 7 total. There was the Asari ambassador.
Ugh, not that one again.
Strange transmission from a biotic commune.
Ooh, missing survey team. Could they possibly be dead?
Fanatical biotics and the Hades Gamma have kidnapped the chairman of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies.
Wow. That's a mouthful.
Investigate facility. Exogeny sent a sample to a research facility on Nodacrux in the Vostok system of the Maroon Sea Cluster.
Somebody actually named a planet Nodacrux.
Alright, but anyway, we leveled up.
Well, that's what's important. Leveling?
Yeah, that's in the loot.
And looting.
And the loot, yeah. Tech attacks. Charm. Intimidate.
Shop.
Spectre training. I'm going to do a Spectre training.
Ooh, there's a sail Ruth.
Fitness. And let's see what else. Oh, combat armor.
I feel so spectre-y.
Tsunami 6 and Cryo Explosive 6. Okay. Alright, so what I wanted to do there is I wanted at least to introduce Cerberus, because they become important later on. Not later on in this game, but later on in the series.
Do we get payback? For them
not
killing
so
our
much.
guy?
Not so much. Well, it depends, but I would say it's a lot more complicated than that.
It always is. And yeah, these are all the side missions that we haven't completed so far.
Well, actually, it turns out I thought we had completed it, and we hadn't actually. There was one more step. It was just listed as a separate thing. So Cerberus has a main facility at Nepheron in the Columbia system of the Voyager cluster, and we have to go destroy that. So I think we'll do that before we get back to the main mission.
I love how Shepard does a little two-step if she stands there too long. Yeah, so yeah, we didn't want to go past that turning point in it where we can't go back.
Yeah. Oh no, we're still at least one full mission
continues.
away from that. So no worries. Now wait a minute. So where were we looking for? We're looking for Neferon.
Nefertiti?
I think it's in a different system.
Isn't it always? It's never like right next door.
Oh, okay. See, okay.
Or
Columbia,
down the street.
Columbia, that's where it was. It's in the Columbia system.
At least it wasn't the Challenger system. Besides, you just know the corporations are going to name everything.
Oh, Neferon. Okay, there it is. Let's just scan everything else. Okay, Terrestrial, Krypton, and Xenon. Oh, I got a medallion.
Microsoft Galaxy.
A League of One. What was it? Starbucks
Planet.
cluster? I don't. What exactly were the things? I don't remember.
It's Planet Starbucks.
Planet Starbucks. Okay, I knew Starbucks. I knew Starbucks was in there somewhere. They're gonna open a Starbucks here.
You're kidding.
Nope.
And here, for people who aren't paying attention, is on the other side of the planet for where I am.
Yeah, we got a Burger King. There are rumors about a McDonald's.
Ooh,
still haven't
Burger King?
seen anything.
I wouldn't care about Mickey D's, you know, except
No,
maybe the
I
nuggets.
don't either.
But
we got KFC.
yeah, now that I
And,
would want to try. I'd be curious what they do over there differently.
They have no gravy. That's the thing. They have no gravy.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. Okay, here
Do
we
they not know
are.
how to make it, or they just don't like it?
I think they've just determined that it's not attractive for the local market. I don't know why. I mean, it's just basically a brown, salty sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, no idea. Okay, Neferon is a barren volcanic terrestrial world with atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of sodium with... Oh, so it's a salty world. Deposits of magnesium. Aside from displays of geological beauty, including spectacular volcanoes, this barren world is of little interest.
It looks like gravy.
Let's go.
It's got amazingly close gravity to Earth. Yeah.
Okay, now, for reasons that will become apparent much later, or a little bit later, I'm going to bring the two humans.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the attraction?
Well, one is that, at least in one way, these two characters connect to this organization and its portrayal in the later games. And the other is because in an upcoming mission, there'll be a choice to make which is relevant to these two characters as well. And so...
Ooh, do they get sacrificed?
I'm not going to say anything.
They get eaten?
I'm not going to say anything.
I want to see somebody get eaten.
And if we haven't played with them at all, then it's not really going to have any impact. So
yeah, no big loss if we happen to lose a particular character at some
all right, so that means
point.
we got to level up Caden because we've not bothered with him at all.
Does he get eaten?
Ashley is okay. Shepard, we're all right.
Yeah, we could have Ashley get eaten.
All right, so what do we got here? We got anomaly, underground facility, and debris. All right, so let's check out the anomaly first.
Anomaly. The man's got no lifts. He is very, very short. Shepard's dampen lifts.
Ooh,
Just gonna go in a straight line again. Just in a straight line.
So you say you were playing the Jakku DLC for Battlefront?
I was, actually, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. They got this different game type where you have to capture these particular points, but it accrues more time the more people you have in it, and the time stays. So if everybody gets wiped out, you don't lose time when the defending team takes those points over again. So it actually progresses quite smoothly. I was actually having a lot of fun. My scores were definitely better. I haven't played, any games lately at all, so getting a chance to try them out today was definitely thrilling. But yeah, at some point we got to record some footage and/or some commentary about it because it was definitely a lot of fun. So I'm gonna be looking forward to that.
And also, I think yesterday the Mac version of Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition came out, but only on Steam. And we got ours from Good Old Games, and they have not posted theirs yet, unfortunately.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but the Steam guys and whatnot really, they really need to change a lot of things about how that works.
Okay,
and I don't see them doing it anytime soon. So that's why I don't
No,
use them.
the Steam guys, they've got it. The GOG guys are the ones that don't.
Oh no, not the having it. It's how their stuff works.
Oh,
that keeps me from using it.
I don't mind it, but obviously GOG is preferable in almost all instances.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Mummified Solarian here.
They nailed it. Is he really an artifact? When do you become an artifact?
This Cerberus soldier had an identification tag for Captain Varsynth, one of the Solarian soldiers responsible for capturing the League of One. It's unclear.
Did we get that before? I'm getting flashbacks. Didn't we grab that already?
We grabbed a similar item, I think. Like
how
most
many
of these,
mummified Solarians are there?
I don't know. We should probably check.
And at what point does he stop being a person and become an artifact? Is it the moisture content? How does that work?
I don't know. Let's look. Samples, facility, shipments, signs of battle, Solarian artifacts. Okay, there are 3 ID tags. We have 2, and there are 10 League medallions, and we have 2.
Great. Collect all 10.
Okay, so let's take a look at the map.
Do we want this music playing in the background? We don't want any flagging.
No, this music's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. We've done several planets, and it's usually the same music. And this was also playing in one of the other. So nobody's sampled this apparently.
Explain that to. Well, I mean, what's the point? It's ambient background. But yeah, explain that to me. How come all the planets have the same music? Shouldn't each one be unique?
Well, there are too many of them. Because
culture?
we're not even
Really?
we're not even landing on all the planets you can land on. Like almost
Yeah,
all
but
the
it's just a
systems have at
loop.
least one.
You mean to tell me you couldn't come up with like
Okay,
10
there we
loops?
are. Down there. I see some guys running around.
You could have just taken the music you got and like sped it up and slowed it down if you were lazy, you know?
Boom!
Boom. Well, at least you didn't say boom goes the dynamite.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, you say that.
Oh, wow, that guy's still burning.
Well, maybe they just haven't got to know us yet.
I think that's everybody. We got a comment on our old, not that old, but with the Master Chief Collection video we tried to do. I think we were trying to play ODST, and somebody put out a comment that says, "Hey, that's Buck from Halo 5." Yeah.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Oh man. What's old is new again. Oh,
well, that's
man.
one way of putting it.
Yeah.
I need to. Oh wait. Okay. Before I do this, I have to check. I have to check Caden's gear because he's probably also running around with all level 1 crap.
He's probably in his underwear or something. Yeah.
Yeah, including level 1 armor.
Nice. Don't worry. These 2 pieces of tissue paper will protect you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of a massive change.
Okay, I'm not
really
going to
funny
bother.
though. I got to admit, just like Destiny, the earlier armor designs always look better, and I hate to say it, but because I've been watching the same stuff on chicks lately, he kind of looks feminine in this.
I think what it is actually is that the early game armor,
color.
The early game armor is pretty cool, and the end game armor is pretty cool. I think they put more of the the pastel weirdo stuff in the middle.
You think? Well,
yeah,
because you're gonna skip through it.
Yeah,
but no, it's just something I noticed with Destiny's stuff is that when you put it on, it's funny how the earlier lower level armor designs, as well as the color scheme, seem to work better. And I think it's because they worked on those first. And then you discard them so quickly because you go through 10 or 15 changes through them. And then when the ones you end up with, I hate to say it, does not look as good as what came before it. So, sadly, I'm seeing the same thing here.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that's about. It's just those ones they work on first, they refine them more, they have a better finished sense of what they find attractive, and then they have to continue on and change it. And yeah, sometimes those changes are not for the better, I think. But again, that's just a personal opinion.
Medical Interface 6. Alright, so you'll notice here, and we'll bring it up the map to, yeah, you'll notice that, like, almost all of these bases have the same floor plan, and
they're identical.
Yeah, so it's a lot like Dungeons in Oblivion or Skyrim, you know, they're made out of the same Lego pieces.
Oh, yeah. If you've seen one underground tunnel system, you've seen them all.
Finally, some action.
It's funny how the interesting thing that you want to look at is never like near the door.
Somebody's trying to snipe me there. Oh, that guy's got a suit with shields.
Does it?
Alright, well, I guess maybe I should be using my sniper here just to get more zing out of every shot. Yep, there we go.
I'm waiting for somebody to say Granada.
No, this is not black. Thank goodness.
I don't know. Black was a lot of fun.
Black was a slightly better shooter than this.
It was, to tell you the truth.
Slightly.
It was gun porn. It was awesome.
There we go. My shields are back now.
I would love for somebody to do a redo of that. Or even a sequel. That was a lot of fun.
Oop. Go.
It was very Jack Bauer's.
Oop.
Okay, that's dialogue line.
I will destroy you!
I will destroy you!
Why do they bother? They bothered having the voice actors like deliver the same lines.
Yes, over and over. Ugh, it's so repetitive.
Oh, come on. Oh, Ashley's down.
Actually, you know what? We should turn this into a drinking game. Whereas every time you hear somebody say, "Yeah, that line right there," yep, then you have to take a drink.
Just a scratch.
Yeah, the "I will destroy you" nonsense.
Yep. There we go again.
Oh, there we go. Headshot.
And he's dead. Look. Bye, Caden. We hardly knew ye. So, shall we bring him back from the dead?
Yeah, I did already.
Just a scratch.
You must die.
Okay, now who said that? Who said locked and loaded?
Powering up.
Did the Marines say that, or was it one of our team? Was it Ashley?
I'm not sure. Ugh, come on.
Oh my god! Oh, we gotta take a drink. He said it.
Clear.
Okay, now I'll heal everybody and wait for this. Yeah, I think that might be it. I'm not sure.
Oh, there's a new one. You must die. Okay, that's somewhat original. Wow, you literally missed the barn door there.
It's also very vague though, because like there's nothing specific about their confrontation with me in this particular place. That's just you know they recorded that so they could use that for any battle scene anywhere for any reason.
Yes. Sadly, they do it too much, too often.
Yeah.
Just too. So, yeah, of all the combat dialogue options they could have chosen, I think they could have come up with something a little bit more.
Yeah, like I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, do soldiers in battle periodically yell out, "You must die"? I don't. I think they just kill you. I mean.
Yes. Well, not to mention it. This is supposed to be like a special ops military team in the future. It goes around, killing people. I don't think they train you to announce it.
It looks like there are no more targets.
If anything, they would try to do the opposite. They would try to feign you into a false sense of, hey, this is a mistake. No, don't shoot. No, everything will be fine. And then they try to kill you. They would lie more than anything.
Okay, I think this is the ultimate objective here. Alarm chimes. An optical database. When you copy as many files, the computer shuts down.
No, this is the final goal. We are looking to loot.
Okay. Well, I thought it was going to do a self-destruct and set a timer. We were going to have to run out, but it looks like no. It's just a computer file thing. Yeah. See anything over here?
Cautiously press a few buttons.
Storage locker.
That's why we're really here.
Loot. Yeah, loot.
Yes, to go through your
pistol,
things.
shotgun, sniper.
And take whatever we want.
Another one. So yeah, these side missions have a lot of cookie cutter rooms to them, but they're not over long. Like if they really tried to stretch this out, right, and make this a big thing, I think it would get very tiring very easy. But it's not. It's like you land, you drive around a bit, you find this thing, you go in. It's a couple of rooms, and that's it. It's thin, but it doesn't wear out its welcome.
I don't know. It's the repetition of the similar or the same design, especially with the same music.
Yes.
And the fact that what you do acquire does not seem to be that compelling, at least from my limited perspective, then yeah, I would probably get bored and or not bother with it. I'd probably stick to the main plot line as close as possible. Yes, between the two of you guys, you guys are looking very Star Trek.
Transmission coming in, Commander. I think you're going to want to hear this one.
I think you may be wrong.
Greetings, Commander Shepard.
You think?
I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities.
Who are you, and who do you represent?
Who I am is inconsequential. Suffice to say, I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. You see, Admiral Kahoku contacted my employer looking for information on the location of any Cerberus facilities. We provided that information on the promise that he would turn over copies of all files gathered from the Cerberus systems to us.
What?
Did you have anything to do with Admiral Kahoku ending up dead?
We had no reason to harm him. He was going to provide us with information about Cerberus. Information that is now in your possession.
You must have some connection to Cerberus. How else could you tell Kahoku where to find them?
Information is our business, Commander. Through our contacts, we were able to determine that the Cerberus group was active in the Voyager cluster. Unfortunately, that was all we were able to find out. That is why we are so interested in acquiring copies of the files from you.
Okay, I'm not having any of this. The Shadow Broker is also a character that comes up in the later games.
Yeah.
I mean, they're basically just somebody who trades information. In fact, actually, the Shadow Broker already came up in this game because that was the character that supposedly was going to sell out Liara to Saren, and the banker guy in the Citadel was working for them.
Yes. We've heard it before.
Yeah, I'm not...
These are classified Alliance files. I'm not handing them over to you.
Be reasonable, Commander.
What happens when you say,
Cerberus
that's treason?
Operating outside Alliance
Forget
jurisdiction. You don't owe them any loyalty. The Alliance
What's it
is
worth
just going
to
to
you?
file this information away in some archive. But no secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, someone somewhere will deliver it into our hands.
Well, it doesn't need to be me then.
Might as well be you.
No.
Transmit the files to us and you will be well compensated.
I think this is one of those things that if you're doing a bad
What are you going to do with this information?
Information is a commodity. It can be bought, sold, or traded. Why my employer desires this information is not my concern. I am only the buyer.
My loyalty is to the Alliance, not the Shadow Broker.
That is unfortunate, Commander. My employer will remember this the next time you need something from us.
Right. Okay, so I think that'll be it for this time. And next time we'll probably go on and do Vermeer, and then after that, but before we go on to the no turning back point, we'll probably clean up a few more of the side missions. So maybe we'll go check out Notacrux and the missing researchers and some stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe we can just pick out highlights, because schlepping to and from and general main maintenance, we don't really need to show.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
So catch us all then.
Bye.
Bye.